She didn't lose everything in one day, it happened slowly, piece by piece, like her life was quietly slipping through her fingers. One moment she had a home, a routine, a future she believed in, and the next, she was sleeping in the backseat of her car, using her jacket as a pillow, praying no one would knock on the window at night. Most people think homelessness looks obvious, but the truth is it can look like someone who used to be just like you, someone who worked hard, paid bills, trusted life, until life stopped playing fair. She remembered the first night she had nowhere to go. The cold wasn't the worst part, it was the silence. The kind of silence that makes you question your worth, your decisions, your entire story. She kept asking herself, how did this happen? And will I ever climb out? But what she didn't know was that this rock bottom wasn't the end. It was the beginning of the strongest version of herself. This is not a story about a victim. This is the story of a fighter. A girl who lost her home but refused to lose her hope. A girl who discovered that sometimes life destroys you, so you can rebuild with your own hands. And today we're going to walk through her journey, the heartbreak, the survival, the turning point, and the moment she found out she was stronger than every hardship that tried to break her. She never imagined life could collapse so fast. One month she had a job, an apartment, and a sense of stability. The next, she was standing outside with her entire life packed into 2 plastic bags. It wasn't one big disaster that broke her. It was a series of small hits life kept throwing. A sudden layoff, a medical bill she couldn't pay, rent increases she couldn't afford, friends who cared but couldn't help. She learned that homelessness doesn't start when you lose your home. It starts when you lose your safety. And slowly her world became colder, quieter, and painfully uncertain. Nights felt longer when you didn't know where you'd sleep. Some days she tried to hide her fear behind forced confidence, walking like she had a destination even when she didn't. Other days she sat silently behind buildings, knees pulled to her chest, waiting for morning. She learned which gas stations wouldn't kick her out, which shelters were too crowded, and which streets felt the safest. But the hardest part wasn't hunger or cold. It was feeling invisible. People walked past her like she didn't exist. She wasn't looking for pity. She just wanted to be seen, to matter. Her life began to change the day someone finally noticed her, not with judgment, with kindness. A woman at a community center offered her a warm meal, a place to sit, and something even more valuable, information. Programs she didn't know existed, support she never thought she could ask for, opportunities she had given up on. For the first time in months, she felt a spark, a reminder that hope isn't found, it's given. She began attending workshops, updating her resume, volunteering to keep structure. It wasn't easy, but every small step felt like reclaiming a piece of herself. Slowly, things shifted. She got a part-time job, then a room in shared housing, then enough stability to breathe again. She wasn't saved overnight, she rebuilt herself brick by brick. She learned that strength isn't about never falling. It's about refusing to stay down. Today, she works helping others who face the same darkness she once walked through. Her journey taught her that homelessness isn't the end, it's a chapter. And no matter how lost someone feels, hope is real. Sometimes small kindness, small chances, and small steps create the biggest comeback. She didn't just survive. She rose. She didn't find hope all at once. It didn't arrive as a miracle or a rescue or a sudden twist of fate. It came slowly, in small acts of kindness, in tiny victories no one else noticed. In the moments when she chose not to give up even when the world gave her every reason to. And that's the truth most people forget. Hope isn't something you wait for. It's something you build, one painful step at a time. Her story reminds us that you can lose everything, your home, your stability, your sense of direction, and still rebuild a life that feels worth living. You are more than your lowest moment. You are stronger than your darkest day. And no matter where you are right now, there is always a path forward. Her journey proves one thing: as long as you're breathing, your story isn't over. Keep going. Hope is closer than you think.